With the recent announcement of a Godzilla vs. Kong sequel, as well as the news that filming could begin this year, speculation is at an all-time high as to what the film's story may be. With the reports of it being a Son of Kong film, we started thinking, how could they get Godzilla and Kong to fight again? Well, we've come up with a theory based on what we know that may lead to an epic confrontation between Kong's species and the one and only King of the Monsters. Strap in, because we're taking a look at how Kong and Godzilla can fight once again. Welcome back. Godzilla vs. Kong ended with Godzilla and Kong ending their feud and teaming up to take down Apex's own mechanized giant, Mechagodzilla, that had been possessed by the memories of the devil with three heads, King Ghidorah. Godzilla acknowledged that there was enough room on the planet for another alpha, and Kong put aside his hatred for the Titan and decided to rule in the uncharted kingdom of the Hollow Earth. With the news that filming will begin in Queensland, Australia at some point this year, which is the same location the Hollow Earth and Skull Island sequences in Kong Skull Island and Godzilla vs. Kong were filmed, it's pretty much set in stone that we'll follow Kong on his journey in the center of the Earth. So it's safe to say the film will follow through with what the previous film had set up. Godzilla and Kong are allies, and Kong is free to roam the wide open land of the Hollow Earth. So let's just call the film Kong Hollow Earth for now. How might the film start? Now bear in mind, this is just a theory, but just see what you think of it. Monarch has established a base on the Hollow Earth. They regularly send out research teams to learn more about this almost alien world and its monstrous inhabitants. Kong is on a mission to find any survivors of his species after Gia explained that he may have family down there. Despite this, they have yet to find any evidence of remnants of Kong's species still being alive. Gia regularly spends time with Kong and continues to grow their unique bond, and one day, they both set off to find any potential remaining members of Kong's species against the wishes of Monarch. They search far and wide and eventually come across a vast civilization related to the Iwi tribe from Skull Island, but these people have a much more vast and developed city built from thousands of years of inhabitants in the Hollow Earth, and they are protected by no other than the last remaining members of Kong's species. They worship the Kongs and even perform rituals to help calm them and even feed them red berry juice. Kong's in disbelief. The only time he was ever able to look at himself was in the reflection of the lake on Skull Island, but now he sees himself in the other members of his species. Compared to the rest of the Kongs, the one we know is relatively young. The other Kongs are equally as stunned, as they thought they were the last of their kind, and they join together to leap from mountain to mountain and socialize with the new member of the family. Whilst this occurs, Gia gets to know the culture that her tribe originated from, and even finds out how her people ended up on Skull Island, something that was a mystery for so long. They both feel like they've found a home. While this happens, behind the scenes, Ren Serizawa, who survived the events of Godzilla vs. Kong, has taken it upon himself to use the scraps of Mechagodzilla to create a brand new biomechanized titan, Mecha King Ghidorah, who aims to get revenge on the Titans for taking his father away from him. Godzilla hears the familiar calls of Ghidorah and prepares for another fight with his arch-nemesis, who has once again found a new form to wreak havoc across the planet, his otherworldly fury knowing no bound. Kong hears the distorted mechanized calls of Ghidorah echoing through the caverns, embedded in his memory following the devastating Hong Kong attack. Kong wishes to go to the surface, but the alpha of the pack refuses to leave and would prefer to stay hidden in the Hollow Earth, secluded as they had for countless years. But as Kong insists they help and come out of the shadows, the alpha of the family, who happens to be the largest, comes forward to challenge Kong, and they engage in a vicious brawl. Both are punching, scratching, throwing huge boulders at one another, and each come out bruised and bleeding. But after a brutal battle, Kong comes out on top, and the alpha submits, leading to Kong becoming King Kong, as he now leads the rest of his kind, and they lunge into battle to assist Godzilla to take down Mecha King Ghidorah. Kong, his pack, and Godzilla all team up to take down Ghidorah in a cataclysmic battle. Although Kong miscalculated one thing. Whilst he has put aside his differences with the King of the Monsters, his relatives haven't forgot about all the torment Godzilla's kind brought upon their species. Kong's family stand there, the mangled corpse of the biomechanized titan between them, and there's an eerie silence as they gaze upon the supposed King of the Monsters. Kong's pack run up on Godzilla and proceed to hail down vengeance upon the titan for all his kind did to their species. Kong's family wear down on the already exhausted Godzilla, and he lays down almost defeated, before Kong leaps in front of them to stop them from killing the King of the Monsters, and they back away from the newly appointed Alpha. Kong understands the world needs Godzilla as a ruler, but his family haven't had the opportunity to learn about Godzilla's place in the natural order. The Kongs don't understand yet, but they will learn that the world needs Godzilla. Godzilla stands, acknowledges Kong, and proceeds to walk back to the ocean to rest until the world needs him once again. And the Kongs retreat to their home in the Hollow Earth, and Kong rules his new kingdom as King Kong. The end. Now, this is definitely out there when it comes to theories, but after Godzilla vs. Kong introduced portals, anti-gravity vehicles, and a hollow Earth, anything's possible. I think if the next Kong film was to unfold similar to this, I think we'd have quite a film on our hands. Something that explores and develops Kong as a character, that uncovers not only his past, but the Iwi civilization we came to know in Skull Island. But it does it in a way that keeps Godzilla involved as a part of the universe, even if he's a small character. This would make the world feel more tangible and real. And because of the way the story is written, it means we can stay with Kong and Gia as they explore the Hollow Earth, away from generic cities and boring human protagonists. For a large portion of the film, the writers have expressed that they want to see more and more of the monsters, so this feels like a natural complement to that idea. And with this idea, we can still carry on with the character development between the main monsters. But instead of having Kong himself fight Godzilla, his family, who still hate Godzilla, battle with the King of the Monsters in an epic confrontation between Godzilla and several of Kong's species, which would be mind-blowing to watch. That means it can technically feature Godzilla and Kong fighting, even if it isn't actually Kong himself. One of my biggest peeves is in superhero films, where there's a big threat and some of the most powerful superheroes are just absent. If Superman showed up in the Suicide Squad, Starro would have been dead in a second. So, making sure Godzilla stays at least somewhat active, it makes the Monsterverse feel far more real. But how might you want the upcoming Godzilla vs. Kong sequel to go? Let us know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed my theory, then leave a like, because it helps us know what you want to see more of. Don't forget to subscribe and stomp the notification button to become a resident of Dangerville today. I've been Alistair, and we'll see you residents in the next one.